Everybody's already standing, so if you would please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem, that would be greatly appreciated. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Our upper school chorus will now sing A Blessing by J. Althouse. Good morning, everyone. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to Morgan Park Academy's 142nd commencement. Today, we honor the efforts and accomplishments of the graduates here before us. Together with their families and friends, we usher them into the next phase of their lives, and we recognize a class educated in the MPA tradition as independent thinkers and global leaders. Our distinguished guest from the class of 1961 is such a leader. Welcome to Jim Mitchell, this year's commencement speaker and recipient of the Richard L. Duchossois Integrity and Values Alumni Award. As a member of our Board of Trustees for 7 years, including 4 years as board chair, Mr. Mitchell has been an instrumental and inspirational leader, a devoted champion for this school that means so much to both of us. I am so glad to welcome him back to campus today. Welcome also to MPA faculty and staff, students, family members and friends, and to our trustees, including our board chair, Mr. Rathi. Most of all, welcome to the class of 2015. You have long anticipated this day, some with eagerness, some with anxiety, some with a complicated mix of emotions. But whatever you are feeling today, you deserve to hold a keen sense of pride because you made it. When I think of this class, and in fact of Morgan Park Academy as a whole, I think of the importance of service. For more than 100 years, stretching back through our previous incarnations as a military academy, service has been a hallmark for our school and a passion for our students. Our community works hard to maintain a culture of giving back to others, and this year was no exception. This year, students raised over $4,000 for HIV and AIDS research through our Dance for Life event. And they helped to raise $10,000 for cancer research at our Relay for Life. To graduates, all these young men and women behind me were required to complete 80 hours of service, and most of them soared well over that benchmark. I am so very proud of the class of 2015 for not only reaching their own individual goals, but for always finding ways to help others along the way. Our community has been providing them with many adults who model these values every day. We are today grateful for 25 years of outstanding teaching by Karen Danielavich, who is retiring from our math department this year. We are thankful. We are thankful for the countless hours of volunteer service given by our dedicated trustees, including departing trustees Al Stonage and Mark Sokol, and by our amazing Parent Association volunteers, including this year's winners of the Thomas Malcolm Volunteer Award, Mike and Debbie Bertucci, Kate Nathwani, and David Perry. The challenge then for our graduates is to continue the work you've begun here on 111th Street and to continue to bring that service out into the world. As you embark on your collegiate lives, please remember what it means to give back. Remember the parents and teachers who helped you along the way and who contributed so widely to your experience at MPA. You can also remember one of my favorite Maya Angelou quotes: "When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed." We will see that in practice every day, and I encourage you to carry that lesson forward with you as our newly minted independent thinkers and global leaders. I'd now like to welcome Rathi, the chair of our Board of Trustees, to the podium.
Thank you, Merce. First of all, congratulations to the class of 2015. wonderful accomplishment. We're very proud of you. I'd like to begin also by thanking my fellow trustees for the hard work they've done this year. We've really made some very good progress, and that progress isn't made by one individual, it's made by a collection of individuals. Trustees, administration, what MERS has done in the past 12 months has been quite outstanding. MERS's staff as well, Vincent, Julie, etc. Wonderful job, and it's really driving the Academy forward. None of this happens without our teachers. You have done a world-class job of providing our children with a global education and also making them independent thinkers. So thank you very much. And of course, perhaps most importantly, at least looking forward here, the parents, thank you so much. Thank you for everything you've done for the children to give them this opportunity. I was given this opportunity to come to the school more than 40 years ago by my parents. Their vision was to try to give us the best education for me and my brother. Their vision was also to give us an opportunity to become independent thinkers and to really use our education to propel ourselves forward. As you look on the stage and you see the students behind me, I think you should all know that you've done exactly just that. You've given them a wonderful set of tools and skills that now they can take on and take that next step in their careers and in their lives, and that's something that we are very grateful for. Thank you very much. The values of Morgan Park Academy are really quite illustrative for what you think in terms of the product that we're putting out, in terms of what the kids and the students are learning. If we think about them one by one, the first one is to be an independent thinker. I can see many examples of this with the children and the students, and whether it's the lower school students, middle school, or upper school students, but I'll focus a little bit more on the senior class. I've had a chance for the last week here to participate in quite a few activities. I have a graduating senior myself. And when we see what is transpiring with this class, you really can understand why we have a firm conviction that we are creating independent thinkers. Whether it's Jeffrey Eichinger and what he does with WISE and what he can do in terms of taking the next step of thinking out of the box, that's one example of that. When we look at global studies, all you have to do is look behind us again and see the number of international students we have, see how they've assimilated into our community, see how they've enriched our lives as well in terms of the students that we have here locally from Beverly, or the other 80 zip codes that we pull from, but now we pull from many different countries as well. So clearly, the school gives also the benefit of a global education. When we think about the whole child that we want to create, no better place do we see that than simply what these children or what these students have accomplished over their 4 years here. Academics is one part of it. You can look at the drama, the arts, you can look at the athletics, but the bottom line is our students are graduating with a full skill set, and we are extremely proud of that. Our students also have mutual respect, and that's perhaps if not the most critical element of what we're generating here, what we're creating here. Mutual respect of cultures, mutual respect of ethnicity, mutual respect for each and every person that sits behind me, for each other. That's not something that just simply we can take for granted. It's something that this school and the culture of this school helps create, and we are extremely appreciative of that. In fact, that is really perhaps one of the best things that we are doing with the students here, is creating that mutual respect, because as they enter into that next step in their life, it's a microcosm. What we have here is a microcosm of the world. Our world is not homogeneous. Our world is very diverse, and we believe that this institution, under the leadership of MERS, has provided that type of opportunity for our students. I want to share with you some comments that we received from one of our visitors over the course of the year, which I thought did a very nice job of summarizing where the school is going and the strengths of the school. Too often we get stuck in the trees and we don't get to see the forest. But from Andy Abbott's perspective, who is the head of the Isaacs Review Committee, which is our accrediting committee, his words actually resonated quite well. Nowhere is that mission and vision more explicit or clearer than in what is frequently called the MPA way. Be kind and do your best. In the classrooms, we saw students and teachers who were deeply engaged in their work, and and we saw a community that is authentic in its desire to learn. Alumni find themselves well prepared for further academic pursuit. The diversity at MPA is nothing short of remarkable. I found myself in awe of and inspired by the goodwill on your campus and the casual and comfortable way the students from different races, ethnicities, nationalities, gender identities, and socioeconomic groups interact and celebrate one another. If you think about those comments and you think about what it takes to be successful going forward, I think we can all agree that's a pretty good foundation. As I think about some advice for the students that are graduating, I really think about two things. I think about the development of a life resume, and under that life resume falls the two categories. One is professional resume, but the other, and perhaps building on what Mercer's saying, is a service resume or a moral resume. You will continue to develop your professional resume. You have the skills given to you by this school that you've earned through long, hard work, and that will be a wonderful foundation for you to thrive. We have absolutely no doubt in your ability to do so. You've seen the world from a global lens at a much earlier age than many of your peers will have seen it, and you will use that to your advantage. But please do not forget, most importantly, that along with your professional resume, you must also build your moral resume. That will be equally, if not more important, and as you get older, you won't be able to play necessarily catch up on that. You need to think about those items every day with how you conduct yourself, and you will become truly successful in a professional manner as well as in a moral manner, and you will leave this community in a much better place, and that should be all of our objectives. What I'd like to do now is introduce our next speaker, but prior to just doing that, I also want to add a couple of words and congratulate Jim Mitchell. Jim and his wife Linda have been wonderful fixtures of this school. An alum, somebody that has been advocating for this school in many, many different ways, not the least of which is showing his leadership and being the former chair of the board. Many of the things that we're doing today simply wouldn't be possible without Jim's leadership and him setting the foundation. I personally don't believe there's somebody more deserving to obtain the Duchossois Award other than Jim Mitchell, so I'm very, very honored that Jim, you're sharing the stage with us today. In terms of the Duchossois Award, as Ms. Sheppard said, it's the highest award for the alumni, is our Richard L. Duchossois Integrity and Values Alumni Award. It's given annually in recognition of Mr. Duchossois' lifetime achievements, outstanding professional success, and service to the community, his society, his community, and society. Today presenting the award is Bill Hickey. Mr. Hickey is a 1971 MPA graduate. He's the long-time president of Lapham Hickey Steel, a fourth-generation family business founded over 89 years ago, and it ranks amongst the largest service-centered companies in North America. Bill is a member and past chairman of the Industry Trade Advisory Committee on Steel for the United States Trade Representation, as well as the International Trade Administration in the U.S. Department of Commerce. He's also vice chair of the Illinois Manufacturers Association and a former chairman of the Metal Service Center Institute. In 2012, Bill was named the National Service Center Executive of the Year. Here at MPA, Bill has also served on our Board of Trustees in the 90s, and along with his wife Leslie, have been among our most dedicated alumni for many years. Please help me welcome Bill Hickey.
Well, thank you, Raj. I have had the great opportunity to receive the Duchossois Award last year, and this year I have the honor to present it. It is really my privilege to present this award to Jim Mitchell. One of the things I want to make sure that I get all the accomplishments he has, I want to make sure the graduates understand this. After you get out of the academy at some point, you're going to need these. Now, I remember when I graduated in the academy, so the speaker talked about there were three things you needed. One of them, your eyesight would go, your memory go, and I can't remember the third that they told us. Jim is a devoted alumnus and successful business leader of an unimpeachable character. Jim brings with him a lifetime of professional achievements and service to his community and the alma mater that distinguishes him among his fellow alumni. He is a fine addition to to the list of award recipients, which is Ambassador Hoffman and Spencer Stewart. Jim and his wife, Linda, have been two of Morgan Park Academy's most invaluable and unwavering supporters. As a member of our Board of Trustees for 7 years, including 4 as the trustee, as the chairman of the board, he has helped the school through these times of transition and reinvigoration. He and the board focused on strategic thinking to ensure the strong future of the academy, championing the expansion of our global curriculum, renovation and renewing our facilities, and making it possible for us to continue to attract the best and brightest students and, of course, faculty. Jim's pride in his alma mater and his eagerness to serve are an outgrowth of his defining experiences here at the academy as a student, spanning both the military boarding school era and their rebirth as a co-ed college preparatory school. He speaks often, still with great emotion, of the crucial lessons he learned at the academy, both in the classroom and on the basketball court, and the important relationships he had with his teachers, coaches, and classmates. Throughout his professional career, many of the lessons he drew on and imparted to others were the ones he first learned here as a student. Graduating from Morgan Park Academy in 1961, Jim enjoyed a 38-year career in the international financial services company Northern Trust, from which he retired as president of worldwide operations and technology. He is also the chairman of the board of the trustees of Roosevelt University, and formerly was the chair of the board of directors for Voices for Illinois Children. Jim has been a tremendous leader for the academy and a tireless advocate for its students, faculty, and staff. His lifelong focus on leadership and service stands as a tremendous example for the class of 2015 and all MBA students, faculty, and parents. Please help me to welcome Jim Mitchell.
This is real organization, I can tell you. Duchossois was set to come to this, and last night he had to go into the hospital. It's not very serious, but they're watching him. And so I'll have to come back next year to get the award from him. You told me things about how you think I have been, and you overplayed it. The real captain of our team is my wife, Linda. Stand up, honey. Well, let's see. Where would you want to start? It's, Raj had all the front part, Bill had all the back part, and I'm going to say thank you and hello. The graduates, I hope, don't shudder when they see their college and all the things they're going to have to do for the next 4 years, maybe 6. Try for 4. Mom and Dad hasn't got that much. But when you arrive at the college, this is a little bit of influence. You'll hit your roommate. Probably never met her. Hopefully not a her, for a him. We already had a him, but we don't need a her. So, and you'll have to reach out as quickly and as calmly and say, I'm him, you're you. Let's talk about it. Let's sit down. Let's go to the little store and get something to eat. You've got to blend in. You've got to understand that everybody can't be alone on anything. The advisors will guide you, but there's a lot of students asking for that help. So you've got to take it in as fast as you can get it, understand about it, and start applying it. If you have to ask for help, if you can find somebody who will help you. If you have some ability to give help, give it without discussion. This is an opportunity for your family, an opportunity for this alumni. Everything's going to hang on as far as how you deal with everybody in the campus. You cannot stand alone. And I will encourage you, I will write to you, I will cash checks for you. Well, maybe not checks, but this campus made a lot for me. And I am knowing it's going to do a lot for these graduates. And I'll take the heavy box, and I'll give you your good day. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. And now we have a few student awards to give out. Starting with our House Cup. Like many schools throughout the world, Morgan Park Academy divides all students, faculty, and staff into 4 houses. Named for 4 giants of our MPA history, they are Blake House, Norton House, Theodore House, and Williamton House. The house system provides a framework for intramural, athletic, charity, fundraising, and community competitions. Students win points for participation in all facets of school life, including academic achievement, co-curricular involvement, good deeds, and volunteer work. At the end of the year, the house with the most points wins the cup. This year's winner, near and dear to my heart, is Theodore House. Theodore's house leaders this year are Amber Payne, Justus, Pugh, Amar Shabib. Here to accept the cup are Amber and Justus. This semester's honor roll includes 20 members of the class of 2015 who fought off senioritis and continued their academic excellence and all the way to graduation. Honor roll certificates for our upper school students will be mailed home, but as I call your name, would you please stand? On the honor roll for this semester are seniors who've earned an average of at least 83 in all major grades with no grade below 80. Samuel Bell, Berenice Castillo, Joanna Kringle, Brittany McKnight, Isabel Panazzo, Gregory Wittenberg. On the high honor roll for the semester are students who earned an average of at least 90 in all major subjects with no grade below 85. When I call your name, please stand. Lauren Adams, Annalise Batchelor, Jeffrey Eichinger, Ahad Hashmi, Elena Heath, Otto Mian, Stephanie Mullins, Amber Payne, Nina Rathi, Dakota Schmidt, Annalise Sori, Edward Shue, Cindy Young, and Frank Young. Overall, academic distinction prizes go to students in the upper school class with the highest academic average for the school year. Their names are placed on the honor plaque hanging in Alumni Hall. This year's freshman winner is Theo Covello. In the sophomore class, we have a tie, Divya, Avula, and Aariel Batchelor. In the senior class, Madison Delaney. Junior, what did I say? Mr. Reedy. And our senior. Okay, here we go. And in our senior, I got two seniors. I've got Nina and Maddie. I do. I've got senior Maddie and Nina. I said Maddie is a junior and you said she was a senior. Okay, never mind. Okay, in our senior class will be Nina Rathi. Okay, we also surveyed the upper school as a whole for 3 scholar awards in the form of gold, silver, and bronze medal given to students with the highest academic averages in the upper school for the year. The bronze medal goes to Madison Delaney, the silver medal goes to Jeffrey Eichinger, and the gold medal goes to Nina Rathi. The Jerome Thrall Junior Leadership Award is the most prestigious award given to students at the end of their junior year. It rewards faithfulness to the MPA tradition of excellence in citizenship, superior scholarship, and dedication to the enhancement of the common good. Recipients are chosen by the upper school faculty and receive a $4,000 scholarship for their senior year at the academy. Here today to join me in presenting this award is Jeffrey Thrall. His father, Jerome Thrall, was a proud alumnus of the class of 1944, a successful businessman, devoted family man, and generous to many philanthropic causes, including Morgan Park Academy. Mr. Thrall was inducted into the MPA Hall of Fame in 1997 for his incredible support for our school. Upon his passing in 2009, his family established this award in his honor. This year's recipients are Madison Delaney and Justus Pugh. Congratulations to both of you. To graduate with cum laude distinction, students must fulfill all of the following qualifications: be ranked in the top 20% of the graduating class, have an academic average of at least 90%, have an ACT composite of at least 28, or an SAT composite of at least 1200, and have completed a 4-year sequence in at least 3 major subject areas. Students in the Cum Laude Society receive pins and certificates and are wearing gold caps today to signify their membership. This year's Cum Laude graduates, and please stand when I call your name: Annalise Batchelor, Jeffrey Eichinger, Elena Heath, Brittany McKnight, Alumni, Isabella Mourgelas, Amber Payne, Nina Rathi, Edward Shue, and Frank Young. Thank you. At the Academy, we take the study of international affairs seriously. It is a huge part of who we are and what makes us unique. Project Week, service, the exchange program, our classes and faculty in the study of French, Spanish, and Mandarin begin in the lower school. All of these are key components of the MPA experience. Today, we recognize 2 of our graduating seniors for their dedication to global citizenship with the Global Scholars Award. The Global Scholars Award recognizes 2 graduating seniors who have demonstrated a strong and consistent international affairs, interest in international affairs throughout their time at the Academy. The upper school faculty chooses these students based on their involvement in academics and co-curriculars with an international or service focus. Additionally, their travel to other countries and the hosting of international students plays an important role in the selection process. One of this year's recipients is on a very short list of MPA students who have studied both Mandarin and Spanish. He has traveled to Canada, Mexico, Panama, Costa Rica, England, France, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Austria, the Czech Republic. There's about 6 or 7 more, so he's done a lot of traveling. And many times, the focus of his trips was service in the local community. Our other recipient is known for her passion and interest in international politics. She speaks English and Greek and has taken both AP Language and Literature, on which she has performed exceptionally. She has traveled to Brazil, Greece, Germany, Spain, Croatia, Nepal, and the UK. This year's winners are Zachary Bertucci and Isabella Mourgelas. The Martin J. Wolf Service Award is presented to the senior with the most outstanding record of service to the school and the community as selected by the Service Club advisors. Recipients' names are engraved on a plaque to be displayed in Hanson Hall. The award is named for Martin Wolf, the Academy's longtime Director of Service Learning. This year's winner is Amber Payne. The Jean Landon Taylor Alumni Award is presented each year on behalf of the Alumni Association. A bronze plaque goes to a senior scholar in recognition of academic achievement, citizenship, and participation in school activities as determined by vote of the upper school faculty. The award is named in honor of Jean Landon Taylor, the head of the English department at Morgan Park Military Academy from 1929 to 1945. This year's winner is Amber Payne. The Scholarship Award is presented each year to a senior scholar in recognition of scholastic excellence, citizenship, and participation in school activities. It is chosen by vote of the upper school faculty and carries with it a bronze plaque. This year's winner is Jeffrey Eichinger. The Harry D. Abells Award is presented annually to the class salutatorian based on 4-year cumulative grade point average. The winner receives a United States flag and a silver plaque. The award is named for Colonel Harry Delmont Abells, who joined the faculty of Morgan Park Academy in 1898. Colonel Abells taught chemistry and physics and was instrumental in the reorganization of the school in 1914. He served as a superintendent of Morgan Park Military Academy from 1917 until his retirement in 1945. This year's winner is Nina Rathi. Finally, the Hayden E. Jones Cup is presented annually to the class valedictorian as determined by the administration based on the 4-year cumulative grade point average. To be eligible, a student must have attended the academy for at least 3 years, including 11th and 12th grades. The winner receives a gold plaque and has his or her name inscribed on the cup. Its namesake, Lieutenant Colonel Hayden Jones, joined the faculty of Morgan Park Academy as an instructor in Latin and history in 1899, while the academy was still part of the University of Chicago. In 1907, as we separated from the university, he joined Colonel Abells in organizing the school as Morgan Park Academy. And from 1919 until 1946, he served as superintendent. This beautiful quad was named in his honor in 1937, along with his top student award. This year's award goes to Annalise Batchelor. I'll now ask Annalise to join us here at the podium for the valedictorian address.
Ladies and gentlemen, families, friends, teachers, and students, it is with great pleasure that I stand before you today to speak on behalf of my class, to deliver the most profound speech ever about life lessons, to deliberate on our past, present, and future, to speak with the utmost wisdom as is expected of me. Wait, is anyone still awake? Okay, sorry, I got a bit carried away there. I got caught up in the moment. The point is, any one of you could be giving this speech, so I decided that today, every one of you will. Well, at least those of you who responded to my survey, which was most of you. I might be breaking tradition in this unconventional way of presenting a valedictorian speech. However, I felt that instead of merely representing what I thought was the voice of my class, I could actually have the voice of my class. So to explain to those of you who are not part of the MPA class of 2015, I sent out a brief survey to the class, and the responses that came back seemed to be a fair representation of a range of our different ideas and opinions. You've got to admit this is actually a pretty brilliant and cunning plan to get out of writing the whole thing myself. So, we are a very accomplished group of students who have played in sectional and super sectional volleyball championships, played in all conferences, and won regionals in basketball. We are most improved, most important, and varsity players in tennis, soccer, basketball, softball, and volleyball. We've earned 4th place in the Midwest at rowing and enjoyed golf and photography. We've organized dance shows, directed plays, and participated in musicals, studio art, acting, and drama. We are artists, band players, debaters, and DJs, who are also Illinois State Scholars, National Honor Society members, and we have challenged ourselves academically. Not only are we incredible, we have matured over the 4 years too. The fact that we have learned from our experiences is evident in the abundance of advice that we are willing to give to incoming freshmen. We should pay close attention to our own good advice, as it will be applicable to us as we become freshmen once more. Our experiences, both good and bad, have helped us to grow. The class of 2015 tells us not to get caught up with drama and to be honest with others. We are cautioned that it is important how we treat one another because these interactions can either be a powerful weapon or help to form strong and lasting friendships. We tell incoming freshmen to work hard from the beginning because every year counts. That they should challenge themselves and remember to keep up with their studies because it is a lot easier for grades to go down than it is for them to go back up. Be confident, and when things become difficult, never give up. Don't be afraid to make mistakes because you can learn and grow from them, and remember that a grade or a score does not define who you are. Be open to everything, within reason of course, and try things outside of your comfort zone. We also advise looking beyond the immaturity that one may face, and to try not to be negative or hypercritical of others. Perhaps the most poignant piece of wisdom for freshmen is not to rush to grow up. Enjoy being yourselves and paving the way for who you will become in the next 4 years. Without the guidance and support of our devoted teachers, we never would have been able to accomplish as much as we have done in these past 4 years, and we would not be as encouraged or excited to pursue our goals and to fulfill our dreams for our futures. My favorite section of the survey was responses to the question, which teacher or teachers have the most significant impact on your growth and development academically as well as personally, and how? This section revealed the true dedication of our teachers and all of the behind-the-scenes selfless work that they are willing to put in to help see their students succeed. We concur that Ms. Concannon is friendly, genuine, and sensitive to students' needs. Mr. Smith is prided for his accessibility, easygoing nature, and for being a good listener. And Mr. Kanennis's philosophical views and in-depth knowledge about literature have taught students how to be analytical and improved our discussion skills. We are grateful for the entire English department. Your inspiring and bold conversations with us have left a lasting impact. Mr. Duchossois, a father figure for some on campus, he shares inside jokes with many of his students and athletes. Miss Pickett has a similar sense of good humor, and her many life lessons have been a source of wisdom for us. We have recognized Mr. Tensio's natural ability to connect with students and his amazing insight into our personalities. Mr. Weiserach is appreciated for his willingness to always participate when teachers are asked to join in student-led events. And what would we have done without Mrs. Drown as a source of motivation throughout our high school years? Her wonderful enthusiasm and love for biology and for us students. Miss Yoon is respected and inspiring. Mrs. Danielevich is personable and understanding. And Mr. Radulescu is reliable and devoted to his students. These dedicated instructors of the math department have been collectively recognized for their crucial roles in our development and committed support of students through even the toughest times and most complex concepts. We have said that Mr. Novak provides a refreshing outlook on life. His realistic advice, meticulousness, and practical knowledge are all very much appreciated. Mr. Ferguson's cool, his amiable personality, and genuine kindness have made him universally popular, and he has brightened many a day for each of us. Mr. Ellis is in tune with students' needs and has always been helpful and approachable. Mrs. Currit is loved by her cohort of choristers. Miss Simmerling is diligent in her quest to coax students to discover their artistic selves, and Mrs. Bergen has an infectious passion for acting and drama. Students have thoroughly enjoyed Miss Harris's Spanish classes and Miss Zhao's Mandarin lessons. Mr. Mandala brings a sense of fun and cheer into the classroom, and Miss Camastro's dry humor have made many otherwise mundane moments memorable. We also appreciate our teachers, and for a couple of students, parents, who have provided support, comfort, and shaped our experiences during their time here at MPA. These include Ms. Gruzius and Mrs. Pinoza. Thank thank you for cultivating our minds in the academic sphere and for guiding us in life. We are truly proud to have had the privilege of calling all of you our mentors. Looking forward, I cannot help but think of all of the cliches about taking the next big step towards a new stage in life and new beginnings, about finding the chance to hone our skills, sharpen our wit, and broaden our minds. We are so young, and though we may have much knowledge, our passion for discovery will drive us to unearth new truths about the world around us and about ourselves. We have yet to test our stamina that we have only just stumbled upon in high school. Many of us grew up and spent our entire academic lives here, but we are all looking forward to traversing the unfamiliar territory that the future holds. Graduating class of 2015. We've been working towards this point for so long, and finally it has arrived. This is it. Never simply settle for the present. Do not follow a pattern just because it is fashion or convention. Keep looking towards the future class of 2015, but only because you can see yourselves in it. Take pride in your present accomplishments and in all of the ones to follow. Wishing you all the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Annalise. Okay. As the graduates come forward, they will receive their diplomas from Mr. Rathi, our board chair, and congratulations from Mr. Duchossois, our upper school principal. Lauren Adams. Not afraid to speak her mind in classroom discussion, Lauren has did an excellent job organizing students for our all-school celebration of Black History Month and really enjoyed her time working with 5th graders at Burr Oak Academy during our all-school service learning day. Lauren is a passionate dancer who spends many hours at her dance studio and helped lead this year's Dance for Life show. She plans to study psychology at Northwestern University. Batchelor. Annalise is the picture of quiet persistence, diligence, and thoughtfulness. She is humble and compassionate toward others. In addition to her stellar academic record, she has written for the school newspaper and supported many of her classmates' endeavors. She has shown a long-term commitment for caring and enriching the lives of senior citizens. She plans to study the history, philosophy, and social studies of science and medicine at the University of Chicago. Annalise. Samuel Bell. Sam is always an enthusiastic leader in the band during pep assemblies. In fact, he's enthusiastic almost in everything he does. He's a great debater in English classes, a noisy fan at sports games, and a loyal friend. Sam is a great basketball player and a three-point shooter. His big personality, kind heart, and unlimited energy enlivens any game or classroom. He plans to study occupational therapy at Drake University. Sam Bell. Zachary Bertucci. Zach is always smiling and wants to hear about your day. He is genuine and reaches out to everyone as an individual. Zach is determined, who will accomplish anything that he pursues, and so far that is including earning the rank of Eagle Scout, working at White Sox games, and even skydiving. He has also traveled widely, bringing to people all over the world the same spirit of generosity and helpfulness we see every day here at MPA. He plans to study business at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Zach Bertucci. Jessica Grace Bolliker. Jessica has been a dedicated member of the Arts Council, taking on the duties of president this year. She has also served in every possible role in the drama productions, working in the tech booth, backstage on props, as assistant stage manager, and assistant student director. Jessica's a kind friend who truly looks out for her friends and tries to make those around her happy. She plans to study hospitality and tourism management at Roosevelt University. Jessica Bolliker. Berenice Castillo. Berenice is a young woman with hidden talents. She appears to be somewhat shy and retiring, but she showed great skills and enjoyed working with preschool students on Service Learning Day. She has been a dedicated rower for several years. Despite her quiet personality, she writes funny and creative speeches when requested to present in class. We are proud that she has grown into a well-rounded and confident student. She plans to study marketing at the University of Illinois in Chicago. Berenice. Adam Svick. Adam is a kind-hearted and creative person who has performed in an independent film and many MPA theater productions. He sang in the chorus and played multiple instruments in the concert band. While often quiet in class, he is consistently a hard worker, and his comments are valued for their insight and unique perspective. Adam has taken this perspective to the student council, where he has represented his class well. He plans to study automotive design at Butler University. Adam Smith. Jeffrey Eichinger. Jeffrey is a consistent and wise competitor, earning regional and state medals in subjects that not many others at our school will attempt, including engineering, graphics, and computer science. He has an inquisitive mind and is always exploring. He truly loves to learn and to help others. He has traveled internationally twice to do service for others. We will miss the tasty kitchen creations that he would whip up for special occasions or just to brighten his classmate and teachers' days. He plans to study biomedical engineering at Washington University in St. Louis. Jeffrey. Yasmin Franco. Yasmin's fierce individualism has stood out in her 2 years with us. Not only does she have her own small business, she has discovered her passion for helping others to look and feel their best. To support that, she has created a finely tuned business plan for the future and plans to build the foundation of her dream at Paul Mitchell, the school. Yasmin Franco. Zakia Hanna. A beloved assistant with our after-school program, Zakia will surely be missed for her amazing work with our younger students. She has a passion for helping others as she led the school in food drives and started our Junior Red Cross Club. Zakia was frequently top of the leaderboard when her class participated in the H&R Block online budget challenge, and we can only hope she puts this budgeting knowledge into practice as a college student. She plans to study kinesiology at the University of Kentucky. Zakia. Ahad Hashmi. Unbeknownst to many, Ahad has a great sense of humor to balance out his math and science skills. From doubling up on math classes to scoring big in Weiss, he has found a number of ways, both at school and beyond, to deepen his education in math and science. He has also been a strong part of our boys' tennis team. He plans to study biomedical engineering at Purdue University. Ahad Hashmi. Ellie Heath. Ellie consistently turns in high-quality work and patiently spends time helping other students with classwork. While she reads more prolifically than even her English teachers, she is never one to shout out her classmates in a discussion. Instead, she waits for the right opportunity to add keen insights and take the discussion in an exciting new direction. Ellie has a kind heart and always seems to choose Project Week experiences that have a service component. She plans to study environmental studies at Loyola University, Chicago. Ellie Heath. Natalie Henneth. Natalie is a hard worker who takes her work seriously and is willing to put in a lot of time on homework, studying, and projects. But her real passion is her art. On the canvas and in the classroom, Natalie has learned how to take risks in her work in order to create a fine product worthy of her name. She plans to study psychology at Albion College. Natalie Henneth. Nadia Jesuthasan. Exhibiting both strong opinions and a good heart, Nadia wants to be a psychiatrist to help others. In her 2 years here, she has found a close group of friends and made an impact on our school community. She is a true global traveler whose footprints have been on nearly all 7 continents. She plans to study psychology and psychiatry at Loyola University in Chicago. Nadia Jesuthasan. Janelle Jimenez. JJ has always been a focused student dedicated to getting high grades, and we have been proud to see him also develop an added measure of appreciation for creativity of thought and artistic endeavors. He plans to study neuroscience in the Honors College at the University of Illinois at Chicago. JJ Jimenez. Alex Johnson. Alex is a fantastic artist who can often be found drawing in his sketch pad. He has made a lasting impression on our younger students through our after-school program and summer camps, and he has been a wonderful helper with the lower school running club. He will be attending Millikan University. Alex Johnson. Joanna Kringle. Joey is a high-energy young lady with a sense of humor and strong opinions. Just looking at her colorful socks each day gives a feel of her sense of whimsy and rebellion. Joey has shown a steady commitment not only to her classwork, but to her local chapter of BBYO. She will be attending Indiana University in Bloomington. Joey Kringle. Yushi Liu. Hardworking and always focused on her studies, Yushi is also fiercely independent and willing to advocate for herself when she wants to take a harder class or find more opportunities. An accomplished pianist, she especially comes alive through performing music. She will be attending the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Yushi. Gavin Maloney. Gavin has been a performer since a young age. He played in the band, sang in chorus, played soccer and baseball, and performed in many school plays. Also a dedicated lifeguard outside of school, his humble nature makes his talents seem easy and draws in the people around him. He will be attending Edgewood College. Gavin Maloney. Serafina Marmo. A true designing woman, Serafina is regularly published in Irish American news. Her opinion pieces on trends and style help give the publication the voice of her generation. Able to take everything in stride, she is a frequent confidant for her classmates and shows a team mentality that was evident on the tennis court throughout her high school career. She plans to study journalism at St. Mary's University in Minnesota. Serafina. Brittany Sierra McKnight. Brittany is the classic, well-rounded student. Everything she does quite well, and she does a lot. If she was in a class, she was working to be the best in that class. If she was in a sport, she was working to be the best in the sport. The ethics she brings to her passions are evident in her leadership positions. Brittany is the quintessential captain. She leads by example and caringly demands the best of her teammates and herself. She plans to study neuroscience at Vanderbilt University. Brittany McKnight. Otto Mian. Otto is an excellent student who applies his extensive knowledge and understanding of the world events to not only his classroom work, but to lunchtime conversations. He rises to a challenge and enters a classroom debate with sharp points. He is a hard worker in the classroom and on the athletic field, and his natural leadership abilities has supported many school organizations. He plans to study political science and prepare for medical school at the University of Michigan. Otto Mian. Claire Morty. Claire is a gifted artist and athlete. She has played varsity basketball, volleyball, and soccer, and has been a standout member of the chorus. Her desire to give back to the community was shown in her amazing rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner at the boys' soccer homecoming game. Claire also coordinated our celebration of a day of silence this spring to protest the bullying and harassment of LGBT students and their supporters at schools around the nation. She plans to study medical research at Michigan State University. Claire Morty. Isabella Mourgelas. A world traveler and an old soul, Bella is as comfortable talking to her peers as she is with adults and young children. Moreover, she can communicate fluently in 3 languages. Her various excursions has brought her to most continents and has experienced culture firsthand, from Greek weddings to Brazilian carnival to the Holy Festival in Nepal. Bella will be attending George Washington University. Bella. Stephanie Mullins. Stephanie not only shines with her creativity in writing, she is a committed basketball player as well. She also was a student manager of the soccer team and the softball team, helping the Warriors win a game through her flawless scorekeeping, attention to detail, and no-nonsense assuredness after an umpire initially failed to credit MPA with the winning runs. She plans to study journalism and communications at the University of Michigan. Stephanie Mullins. Andrew Nelson. Andrew has shown incredible growth over the years in upper school as he's gained confidence in himself and found a niche. He is a kind soul with a tight group of friends, a proficient tennis player and taekwondo artist. Andrew also has spent many hours doing volunteer work with children in his community. Andrew plans to study biology at Western Illinois University. Andrew Nelson. Julian Northcross. With his perennial positive attitude, Julian is more than a standout baseball and basketball player. He has a kind heart and always ready with a helping hand. He knows how to manufacture fun in any situation, but is equally earnest in making sure tasks gets completed well, whether in the classroom, for a team, or for a job. We have been proud to see him grow in our summer program from a young camper to a beloved counselor. He plans to study marketing at the University of Illinois at Chicago. Julian Northcross. Isabel Panazzo. Isabel is an excellent athlete who has a great rapport with younger students. Her passion and dedication to improving her skill at volleyball extends even to coaching a team of young players. She is a pragmatic student who knows exactly what she needs to do to master the material, applying her hardworking attitude and people skills. She plans to study nursing at Elmhurst College. Isabel Panazzo. Amber Payne. How could we talk about Amber and not mention Dance for Life? She can absolutely teach anybody how to dance and make them look good doing it. Her enthusiasm is contagious. She gets you excited about activities you might never have thought you could do. Smart, talented, and outspoken, Amber is a natural leader and always seeks to find solutions, which has served her classmate well in her position as a member of the Student Council for the past 4 years. Amber plans to study biology at Vanderbilt University. Amber Payne. Jessica Pendergast. A hard worker in the classroom who has made great strides. Jessica also is synonymous with our school yearbook. She has demonstrated consistent dedication to service through activities such as working on the crew for multiple arts performances and her extensive involvement with service activities outside of school. Jessica also was a strong player for the girls' soccer team. She plans to study criminal justice and psychology at Lewis University. Jessica Pendergrass. Michael Perry. We will miss seeing Michael's bike in the back parking lot next year. He will ride his bike in all types of weather, including our most recent winter polar vortex. He earned his Eagle Scout rank, demonstrating his ability to commit to a goal and complete it. Michael has an affinity for and an ability in anything science-related. He is famous for his science-related what-if questions. He also has been helping out Mrs. Keelan's second graders with the study of fossils in science class for years. He plans to study biology at the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point. Michael Perry. Kobe Price. You can't think about Kobe without also thinking about sports, all types of sports. Kobe is a standout 3-sport athlete who also manages to be a 4-year dedicated student council member. He is always polite and respectful and knows how to talk to adults and kids alike. Kobe works hard at everything he takes on, whether it's a math problem, a basketball play, or an English paper, achieving excellence in all areas. He plans to study business management and marketing at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Kobe Price. Nina Rathi. Nina is a focused young lady whose many and varied accomplishments illustrate her commitment to excellence in pursuits as wide-ranging as starting a school chapter of Students Against Destructive Decisions, excelling in the classroom, and competing on the tennis court. She can be quiet and modest, but her accomplishments speak for themselves. She plans to study economics at Claremont McKenna College. Nina Rathi. Bernadette Sarabia. A gifted illustrator, Bernadette has an amazing talent in drawing. Her love for anime is evident in her own style as derived from this popular genre. Not just a quiet artist, Bernadette wears her heart on her sleeve with animals. A lover of all furry pets, she is also at home with teaching young children. Her service opportunities routinely revolve around becoming a mentor. She plans to study mathematics at Monmouth College. Bernadette Sarabia. Dakota Schmidt. An Eagle Scout, Dakota is a steady and methodical student, though he dislikes the ambiguity of classes in the humanities, preferring math and sciences for their usefulness. He shows strong ability across the board. For a short time, Dakota was a Bitcoin magnate, and his computer and technology knowledge is impressive. He plans to study business at Marquette University. Dakota Schmidt. Annalise Sori. By far, one of the biggest personalities in the class of 2015, Annalise has been a gifted softball player for MPA and her club teams, fighting through several injuries. She is focused keenly on doing well in school and takes her role as the leader of her own education seriously. In addition, she was a valuable leader as part of the Relay for Life steering committee. She plans to study biomedical engineering at Case Western Reserve University. Annalise Sori. Jamie Vallis. All students go through dramatic changes during their teenage years, but Jamie has made more dramatic changes than most. She's gained confidence, gaining knowledge of herself, and has been a key member of our course and is a budding creative writer. She plans to study graphic arts and web design at Moraine Valley Community College. Jamie Vallis. Willie Wagner. Chef, entrepreneur, Willie has been known to host dinner for groups of 40+ people. He purchased the original underground dining business of Chicago and has been running it as a successful supper club ever since. While running a full-time business and managing another, Willie was also a capable student. His true passion is in the kitchen, creating not just meals, but events based around cuisine. He has taken a gap year to continue adding to his list of unique experiences and skills. Willie Wagner. Gregory Wittenberg. Greg consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic in the classroom and has been an enthusiastic participant in drama, where he has played a wide variety of characters. He is a skilled pianist, kind-hearted, and a creative thinker. Greg also enjoys nature and wildlife. He plans to study music and writing at Belmont University. Greg Wittenberg. Edward Shue. Edward is a talented athlete and a true fan of basketball. Mr. Duchossois states that he is among the biggest Bulls fan, despite counting LeBron James as his favorite player. Edward's academic passion is in science and math, especially Mr. W's physics class, where he excels effortlessly and has earned the awards to recognize his talent. He plans to study business and marketing at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. Edward Shue. Jonathan Shue. A force to be reckoned with in the online video game League of Legends, Jonathan is also a skilled communicator in Mandarin, English, and French. We saw his charisma and public speaking ability in speech class at our Chinese New Year celebration and at the senior breakfast 2 weeks ago. He is also fluent in the language of music, an amazing violin player in each aspect of reading, writing, and improvising. He plans to study public relations at DePaul University. Jonathan Shue. Cindy Jung. On one of her first days here, Cindy introduces herself to a teacher by saying, "I am an individual," and she is. She does not fit a specific mold. She might be single-handedly keeping Amazon stock prices up with her shopping habits, but while being the poster child of style, Cindy also manages to be an excellent student. Always in a cheerful mood, she can bring a smile to the face of anyone she visits. She plans to study language science at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Cindy Jung. Frank Jung. In his 4 years here, Frank has parlayed his obsession with sports and ketchup, not necessarily in that order, into strong relationships with his classmates and teachers. Ever curious and fearless, he works assiduously on his English skills, especially when it comes to writing and grammar, and is unafraid to ask questions. Frank is a worthy winner this year of the We'll Never Forget What's His Name Award. He plans to study business at the University of Connecticut. Frank Jung. Olivia Ziegman. She might not know it, but Olivia is a criminal profiler in the making, or at least you'd expect as much because of her love for crime dramas, especially the CBS show Criminal Minds. She has a great spirit and work ethic and is a great artist, as you can see in the Arts Center with the mural to which she devoted countless tireless hours. She plans to study business at the University of Illinois, Chicago. Olivia Ziegman.
Okay guys, we are now graduates, so that means we all get to flip the tassels and throw your cap in the air.
Ready?
Okay. Thank you all for coming today. Our new graduates will recess first to receive their guests around the semicircle here in Jones Bowl. Our faculty and staff will follow. Thank you.